A very good afternoon, class 6th. So, where were we? We were doing the chapter Sentence and its Part. So, we were doing chapter number 19. Chapter 19, Sentence and its Parts. Okay, and this is your chapter number 19, and today is 5th of Feb 2021, and it is Friday. So yesterday we discussed about that what is sentence. Sentence is a group of words that gives you the complete meaning, and it is the largest independent unit of grammar. Yes, and we have completed exercise number 1, 2, 3 and 4. We have completed that, and now I told you to complete your exercise number 5, that is on page number 111. So let's start it. Page 111. Okay, so yes, insert full stop, question mark, exclamation mark as suitable in the following sentences. Follow the example. Only a few people take gym memberships to actually work out. So now in the first sentence they have added a full stop at the end of the sentence because there was no need of any comma or exclamation mark. So now we have to start doing it. First is Harry Potter was a highly unusual boy in many ways. So in this, only full stop is needed. So you write down Harry Potter was a highly unusual boy in many ways. Full stop. Many ways, yes, full stop. The second is fantastic. We close the deal. Now, what type of sentence do you think it is? Fantastic. We close the deal. It's an exclamatory. So you will write fantastic. Fantastic. We close the deal. Exclamation mark. I cannot print this page because all the ink in the printer has been used up. So, write down I cannot print this page because this is our conjunction, but here we are doing it the sentences. So I cannot print this page because all the ink in the printer has been used up. Has been used up. Full stop. We have ended this with a full stop. Fourth. Why has she been crying whole evening? So what type of sentence it is? Why has she been crying whole evening? It is an interrogative. Why has she been crying whole evening? Question mark, because it is an interrogative sentence, so we end this with a question mark. So all these things are very important. Don't think that these are very unimportant. No. In language, full stop, these punctuation marks, are very, very important. I think nobody has told you, because you people have, when I have checked your papers, you people were very careless about writing. Only one or two student was writing it properly with a starting with the capital letter and commas and putting commas in between and ending the sentence with a full stop. Otherwise, no one was taking care of that. You have to start your sentence with a capital letter, and somewhere you have to put the commas also, and at the end, when you end the sentence, you have to put the full stop also. Nobody was taking care. I don't know whether anybody has told you or not, but these things are very important. Punctuation marks, लैंग्वेज में इनका बहुत ज़्यादा सिग्निफिकेंस है, और मैं फाइनल एग्जाम्स में इनके आपके नंबर डिडक्ट करूंगी अगर आप नहीं लगाएंगे ये साइंस. I turned off the lights before going to bed. I turned off the lights before going to bed. So this is a simple statement, and so we have ended this with a full stop only. When is the train expected to arrive? Again, it is an interrogative. Question mark. Our team won the championship. Our team won the championship. Full stop. You are only declaring it. It is simple declarative sentence. Who have been looking for? Who have you been looking for? So again, it is an interrogative. Oh, I didn't see you come in. Oh, I didn't see you come in. So what type of sentence it is? It is an exclamatory sentence. So we'll put the exclamation sign at the end. The cat tore up the newspaper. The cat tore up the newspaper. It is a simple statement. So here, wherever it is needed, put the full stop, exclamation sign or interrogative sign. Now we come to the parts of sentence. Till now, we were just doing the jumble sentences. We were just rearranging the words to make a meaningful sentence. Now the next part is the part of the sentence. Now there are two parts of the sentence. In the very first, when you start doing the grammar, so it is the very first lesson, sentence and its parts. So sentence has mainly two parts. So I am going to wrap this. Now we are going to discuss with the parts of sentence. Now we are going to discuss the parts of sentence. There are mainly two parts of the sentence, that is subject and predicate. So these two parts we learn it very early from the class 3rd or 4th. I think you must have learnt about this, that there are two parts of the sentence. One is subject and one is predicate. Now what is subject and what is predicate? Anybody know about that? Now if I write a sentence, like I write here the table is drawn, right? Here this side, for example, if I say boy is wearing red shirt. The boy is wearing red shirt. Then one more sentence if we say I go to school every day. So can you tell me what is the subject part here and what is the predicate part? Subject होता है बच्चे जो कि जिसके बारे में about whom we are talking. Subject होता है the main word we speak about it. The boy is wearing a red shirt. अब हम किसके बारे में यहाँ बात कर रहे हैं? शर्ट के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं? No. हम किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं? The boy. So here it is the main subject. We are talking about, जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे होते हैं, that is called the subject of the sentence. And rest of the part is predicate part. Now take the second sentence. I go to school every day. Now in this line, about whom we are talking? We are talking about I. मैं daily school जाता हूँ. So this is the subject and rest of the part is predicate. Clear? Here also this is predicate. So what do you come to know? That subject is the main word we speak about in the sentence. It is sometimes called the naming part. जैसे naming हमारा क्या है? यहाँ पे the boy है और यहाँ पे I है. तो noun या pronoun जो होता है या कोई भी ऐसी चीज naming word हो जो noun हो, that is called mainly the subject. The subject usually appears before the predicate. और mostly जो subject होता है हमारा वो beginning में लगता है. Mostly, but not every time. Sometimes it is placed at the back also. So the subject is commonly a noun, pronoun or a noun phrase. जो हमारा subject होता है वो mainly या तो कोई noun होगा या pronoun होगा या फिर कोई noun phrase होगा. Phrase अभी मैंने आपको समझाया था ना that phrase means a group of words without a subject and a verb. Okay? So it may be a one word or a several words. तो जो हमारा जो ये subject होता है, it can be any naming word. The subject may be single word, noun or a pronoun. Now here see, Farhan laughed. Now can you tell me what is the subject in this? This is the subject. We are talking about Farhan. And what he did? This is the predicate part. That is simple. So here the proper noun Farhan is the subject of the sentence. He laughed. अगर हम इसको ही बना दें, he laughed. तो यहाँ पे pronoun है जो हमारा वो subject हुआ. ये noun हो गया. This is noun and this is pronoun. Clear? So here the personal pronoun he is the subject. The subject may be noun phrase, a group of words. The first person in the line spoke to the television reporter. So it can be a word or it can be a noun phrase. What is noun phrase? Means consists of one or two words. Suppose we are writing the first person in the line. The first person in the line spoke to the reporter. तो जो फर्स्ट पर्सन था लाइन में उसने रिपोर्टर से बात की. अब इसमें फ्रेज क्या हुआ? अबाउट whom we are talking? We are talking about the first person. So here it is a noun phrase. तो यहाँ पे क्या है? ये नाउन फ्रेज है. हम इसके बारे में बात करें. रेस्ट पार्ट जो हुआ वो हमारा प्रेडिकेट हुआ. हर पेन ब्रोक डाउन. हर पेन, तो हर अकेला नहीं होगा, हर पेन, बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट उसका पेन. तो पूरा हर पेन विल बी द नाउन फ्रेज दैट विल बी द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस. Two nouns, two or more nouns, pronouns, noun phrases may be linked by and to make a compound subject. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि एक सिंगल नाउन हो या प्रोनाउन हो या एक ही फ्रेज हो. इट कैन कंसिस्ट ऑफ टू और मोर नाउन्स. जैसे कि रीना एंड हर सिस्टर. रीना एंड हर सिस्टर. So here we are talking about the both. We are talking about the both. तो subject हमारा क्या हुआ? Reena and her sister will sing the song. That's it. तो हमारा ये जो पार्ट हुआ ये हमारा हो गया subject, और जो ये रेस्ट का पार्ट है ये हमारा हो गया predicate. क्लियर? तो इसमें दो नाउन्स हैं, एक नाउन है एक प्रोनाउन है, तो ये कनेक्ट होके हमारा पूरा सब्जेक्ट बना है. तो ये हमारा क्या हुआ? कंपाउंड सब्जेक्ट. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? कंपाउंड सब्जेक्ट. I and my brother. So here I and my brother are the compound subject. दो को मिला के बना है तो वो कंपाउंड हो गया. Verbs may be used at the beginning of the sentence in case of a command. Here, the indirect subject you is understood. Okay? Verbs जो होते हैं वो भी हम कई बार beginning में लगाते हैं. In the case of command, अगर हमने किसी को order करना हो, command is order करना, तो वहाँ पे जो हमारा indirect subject होता है वो ज़रूरी नहीं कि बोला जाए, वो understood होता है. Now see, bring some water. If I say bring some water, so in this you will see there is no noun. This is the verb. ये हमारा verb है. Action इसी में हो रहा है, bring some water. So here we have not told anybody to bring. So here the indirect object क्या है? You. जो सामने खड़ा है आपके या बैठा है, whosoever is standing nearby, so you just told him bring some water. It is understood. You bring some water. So you is understood whether you write it here or not. Okay. So here the indirect subject क्या हुआ हमारा? तो हमारा जो indirect subject है वो हुआ you. ठीक है. Please close the windows या please close the door. So again जो हमारा indirect subject है, हम किसी को बोल ही रहे हैं ना, please close the window. तो whosoever is sitting, to whom you are addressing that line, to whom you are talking to, so that is an indirect object, and it is whether you have mentioned it in the subject or not, in the sentence or not, but still it is but obvious that we are talking to you. तुमसे बात कर रहा हूँ, है ना. आप बोलो तू या नहीं बोलो, मैं सिंपल बोल दूँ प्लीज क्लोज द डोर, तो मैंने जिसकी तरफ देख के बोला वो अंडरस्टूड है ना. वो बच्चा खुद उठ के दरवाज़ा बंद करेगा. So that means here you is indirect object and understood है कि हम you को ही निकालेंगे. So predicate is what we speak about. और जो predicate part होता है जो हम इनके बारे में बोल रहे हैं वो सारा predicate part हुआ. Reena and her sister तो हमारा हो गया noun phrase. Noun one or two means compound subject. अब हम इनके बारे में क्या बोल रहे हैं? Will sing the song. जो ये part हुआ जो हम सब्जेक्ट के बारे में बोल रहे हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड द प्रेडिकेट ऑफ द सेंटेंस. इट सेज दैट व्हाट सब्जेक्ट डज इन अ सेंटेंस. ये आपको बताएगा कि सब्जेक्ट ने क्या किया. ऑब्वियसली विल सिंग द सॉन्ग, गाना गाएंगे, तो यू विल आस्क योरसेल्फ हु? Reena and her sister. So it is understood this is the subject, compound subject, and what they will do, that is the predicate part of the sentence. वो predicate part है जो कि हमारा subject कर रहा है, या जिसके बारे में हम subject के बारे में जो बात कर रहे हैं कि subject क्या करने वाला है, that is the predicate part, and about whom we are talking is the subject. That is called the subject, the main doer. So now we come to a predicate may be one word or many words. Predicate भी जैसे subject है, it can be one word or a phrase or combined two nouns added with an and. So likewise predicate can also be of one word or of many words. Excuse me. Shahid laughed. Now here I write Shahid laughed. So what is the predicate here? If this is the subject, so what will be the predicate? So this is the predicate here. ये predicate हुआ और ये हमारा subject हुआ. So here it is only one word. यहाँ पे ये एक ही word है. अब हम कोई दूसरा example लेते हैं. Param ran fast. So here what is the subject? This is the subject. Ran fast is the predicate. So what the Param did? Param ran fast. So जो subject ने हमारे किया, that part is called the predicate. So here the verb ran along with the adverb fast is the predicate of the sentence. It can be a group of words made by a main verb, like Winnie will sing. Winnie will sing. Winnie तो हमारा subject हो गया, ये हमारा will sing. Will sing ये हमारा combined predicate है. ये verb है ना हमारा, verb के साथ ही लग के ये हमारा predicate बन गया. Winnie क्या करेगी? What will Winnie do? Winnie will sing. So that part what the subject is doing, it tells about that what the subject is doing. That is called the predicate part. I have finished my homework. I have finished my homework. So now in this, what is the subject? I. About whom we are talking? We are talking about I. मैंने. The subject क्या हुआ? I. What he did? Have finished my homework. So the rest of the part is the predicate part. So all this part is called the predicate part. Clear to all? A predicate may also be complete verb phrase that includes the main verb and all the words related to the verb except the subject. The grass is always greener on the other side. Here the predicate is a verb phrase. So it can be a verb phrase. ज़रूरी नहीं कि छोटा सा एक verb के साथ ही लगा हो, वो आपका verb का phrase भी हो सकता है. कैसे? The grass is always greener on the other side. Here is always greener on the other side is the predicate verb phrase. They go for a walk in the morning. They is the subject here. Go for the walk in the morning is all this is this full phrase is the predicate part. Remember, whether it is just one word or many words, the predicate usually follows the subject and tells us something about it. So always remember that जो predicate है, it always follows the subject. Subject के बाद ही वो अक्सर लगता है. It is only the exceptional cases that it is written at the back side, but otherwise subject is written added in the beginning only, and it follows the predicate and it tells about the subject. और वो हमें subject के बारे में कुछ बताता है. It tells something. Predicate क्या है? Predicate tells something about the subject. Now identify the subject in the following sentences. Now we come to exercise number 1. On page 113. So we have to identify the subject. Time flies. Now time flies. इसमें हमारा subject क्या हुआ? Time flies. So हम किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे? तो हमारा subject क्या हुआ? This. We will try. So, what is the subject here? We. We are talking about we. The migratory birds have returned. We are talking about this. So, this is the subject here. Dead men tell no tales. So we are talking here about dead men. So this is the subject here. So just underline the subject part. Our school cafeteria. Our school cafeteria always smelled like stale cheese and dirty socks. So about whom we are talking about? We are talking about school cafeteria. So it tells you something about this कि जो हमारा स्कूल कैफेटेरिया है उसमें हमेशा कैसी स्मेल आती है? स्टेल चीज एंड डर्टी सॉक्स. The children in the first row received badges. So about whom we are talking? The children in the first row. So this is the subject. हम किसके बारे में बात करें? वो वाले चिल्ड्रन जो फर्स्ट रो में, तो ये पूरा आएगा आपका. The birds and the bees. The birds and the bees are flying to the trees. So we are talking about the birds and the bees. My little dog and my old cat play hide and seek in the garage. My little dog and my old cat. So this part we are talking about these two. What they do? They play hide and seek. So this part is the predicate part. Could you carry some of these books? Could you carry some of these books? So in this, what is the subject? Could you carry? Rohit should go home now. So we are talking about Rohit. So the underlined part is the subject of the sentence. So in the next sentences, identify the predicate. So you do it yourself. We will discuss it tomorrow. Identify the predicate in the following sentences. And tomorrow we will do the exercise number 2, 3 and 4. So that is your homework. Do exercise 2 and 3 on page 113 and 114. So this is your homework for tomorrow. So rest we will discuss tomorrow. So you try to do this.